Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Cullman. I'm Natalie Bonner.
And I'm Dakota Bailey.
Well, did you hear about the Duck River Reservoir having a generator stuck in it?
No, not really. Go ahead. Let's talk about that.
All right, yes. So most of you have probably read a little bit about this in the Cullman Times and followed the story. There was also another story printed this morning if you've already read your Cullman Times. And it's talking about the Duck River Reservoir and how it has, over the Christmas break, it has been submerged. A generator has been submerged at the bottom of the lake, so they are trying to figure out a way to basically float it up. They plan to have Alabama Department of Environmental Management on site next week in order to actually float that huge generator up that unfortunately they couldn't get out in time due to the huge amount of rainfall that had happened over Christmas break. So they do have plans to remove that, and if you want any more further details, I suggest you pick up the Cullman Times today and read about that. And the person over that project is Dale Greer, and he's says everything to let you know exactly what's going on with that. So
that's very interesting. You never know what could happen because, I mean, with the BP oil spill, all it takes is just a little fuel getting in the water, and that could contaminate the water. Then you've got to go through and wash all that out. And
right.
Yeah, that's the reason it's a big deal. I mean, that could get very serious.
Oh, absolutely.
Very
but
fast.
They have contained it. It's not spreading to any other parts of Duck River, and it's also noted that they still have construction going on there, and they are not encouraging anyone to come out and have anything. No, they don't want any of people's boats out on the water, so take note of that and just exercise some caution over there.
Another big story we got in this one is how about Kansas and Oklahoma going into 3 overtimes last night, an overtime thriller. In my observing of the sports game, Oklahoma's top 5 point guards, forwards, wings, all of them, the lowest guy, which was, I want to say, Lamar Holmes, who had like 27 points. Hill, which was Oklahoma's point guard / guard, had 46 and didn't even get player of the game.
Wow.
They lost by 2 points and didn't even get player of the game. Kansas had about 3 stars that are going pro. They're going to be real good for them. That Perry kid who hit the 2 free throws to win the game, he's going pro this year. There's a lot of pro aspects, but for college basketball to start off right after all the big bowl games are over, for them to have a triple overtime game on 4th day of January of 2016, it's crazy. So I'm ready. It's going to be very interesting, and I'm ready to see how college basketball plays out because, I mean, Monday's the national championship game, and then after that, all you've really got is the Pro Bowl, the playoffs, and the Super Bowl, and then football's done. Less than 6 weeks, football's done, people. It's a sad fact of life, but then and then you got March Madness, then after that you got baseball, and then summer, and then you just roll right back around. So.
You're right, totally.
All right, well, we're about to get to our sponsor of the day today and tell you these wonderful prizes you can win if you can tell us who our sponsor today is. And our sponsor today is the Cullman Awelnick Aquatic Center. It has 6 lanes of competitive pools, a full-time fitness center, indoor rubber walking track, aerobic and cycling classes, indoor leisure pool, and whirlpool spa. Daily passes available, which are $10 per day. And our prizes today include a 6-pass to the Cullman Wellness Aquatic Center and the Chick-fil-A Choose Your Meal, the chicken sandwich or the chicken nuggets. So that's wonderful prizes, and I mean, hey, you call in and you get to go. I mean, hey.
Yeah, and you get to get a free lunch and then go work it off. So.
Or you can eat and then go work out. I mean, however you want to do it.
Yeah,
you can go either way.
Great. Well, we do have a great guest lined up for you today. It's Adrian Scott. He's the art instructor over at Wallace State Community College, and he's known around the community for his very, very artistic and thoughtful art projects. So if you'll stay tuned, we'll be right back with him.
Accident, storm, they all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. to be upon it, and to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat. With classic bolognese behind you, there are racks of lamb ahead. There are tartlets to take on, and crazy knife skills to perfect. There is you and your muse, the appliance brand more chefs choose. Chefs choose KitchenAid for their homes more than any other brand. And when every machine does incredible things, there's so much more to make.
Thank you.
So tell us about what you do. You work over at Wallace,
Yes,
right?
I do.
So what do you serve as?
My official title or capacity is the program director for our visual communications degree program, but I'm also part of our art department faculty.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So what do you do? Like every day, what does that kind of entail for you?
Primarily what I do is I teach computer graphics for our degree-seeking visual communications students, but also, you know, I teach online courses, art appreciation, art history, but also during like the summers, I do get the opportunity to move back and do like studio-based art classes, like drawing, painting, sculpture.
Okay.
Through the years, I've had the great opportunity to teach all of those things: pottery, 2D design.
Okay.
Anything they need me to do, basically.
Okay. So where did you get your education?
I'm actually a Wallace State alumni.
Okay.
Yeah. I came from Mobile, Alabama in 1988 on a track scholarship.
Wow.
And did that for 2 years at Wallace. Then I got another scholarship to Murray State in Kentucky. I got my associate's degree at Wallace. At Murray State, I got my bachelor's degree in art education.
Right.
And then I moseyed on back to Alabama and eventually got my master's degree in art education with an emphasis in art history.
Okay. So how did you end up back at Wallace? You know, you said you're an alumni. Was it like coming home for you to be able to come back to this department?
It absolutely was. While I was a student at Wallace, I actually was a student worker in the art department, so got, you know, my firsthand experience with the department and love for it at that point, and just saw that, you know, how wonderful it is to teach art, to help people with art, learning it, and after I went to Kentucky to work on my bachelor's, you know, the department chair at that time, Sandra Heaven, she checked in to see what I was doing, and I told her I was working on my master's, and they got me started on a part-time, full-time basis teaching there, and that eventually, after a while, led to a full-time position.
Awesome.
So what does a normal day look like for you? You know, what kind of classes, you know, do you prefer to teach, and just kind of
Yeah.
what's your everyday schedule?
All of it's great. All of it, seriously, really, all of it's great, and it's so rewarding. You know, but a typical day is like, you know, computer-based classes, like, and they'll be specific to a software type.
Right.
We move through like vector softwares like Adobe Illustrator.
Right,
We move
Photoshop.
through raster softwares like Photoshop. We do stuff with animation softwares like Flash. We do stuff with, some of the newer stuff we're doing is 3D modeling softwares. We're in the process of integrating 3D scanning and 3D printing into the program too.
Okay.
So, and all of it's just to, the whole ball of wax is just to increase students' digital literacy,
Right.
not just their visual literacy, their understanding of the art elements and principles, but also in this day and age we live in, you know, this
Right.
multimedia
It's always
age.
changing.
It is. It really is, and we're, you know, we're changing and designing on the fly
Right.
to try to accommodate for that.
Right, and talk about the facilities that you have there, because I know some people might be sitting out there, and I don't think people understand the full extent of how much Wallace has.
We do. Our graphics lab, which I'm most proud of, next fall will be the 8th year of our visual communications program being offered through Wallace State. When we first started out, we were sharing a lab with the computer science department.
Okay.
So, with our new Burrs building, we got our own lab for the first time. And our lab is multi-platform in terms of we use Mac computers, we use Dell touchscreen computers, and we also have somewhat older Windows XP machines too. Okay. And that's what we find that students are going to run into in the workplace. You don't know what OS, what operating system they're going to use, so we try to train students cross-platform. Right. So we're real proud of that lab. We have printing facilities there. We do a lot of on-campus printing. We do a lot of student exhibition printing. Right. But that's just one lab. One of our other main labs is our 2D lab. In our 2D lab, we teach drawing, we teach painting, we teach 2D composition. And coming next fall, we'll also in that lab be teaching 3D composition, which is going to be new and exciting.
Well, cool.
And then our other lab, our last lab, to me one of our hidden gems, is our ceramics lab. And that's where we work primarily with clay. Right. As a sculpting material. And but we also have what is it? Is it 40 or 400,000? I think it's 400,000 BTU fully water.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
To see our brand new website, go to mycullmantv.com. There you can find links to see a live stream, notes from today's shows. You can meet our sponsors and even meet us here at the station. But don't forget about that Meet the Sponsors link. There you can see advertisements from the sponsors that help keep us on the air. You can also click on the links to go to these sponsors' web pages. My Cullman Television. Let's discover Cullman together.
Jay Mullins with Premier Bank.
And I'm Jacob Mullins.
For more than 26 years, we've been providing friendly personal banking services to the citizens of Cullman and surrounding counties. We continue to provide new and improved services to our customers, and we even have a new look. So come by and see us at any of our 9 convenient locations. And remember, the same friendly personal service, and we're open on Saturdays.
And welcome back, everyone. And now it's time for our Discover Cullman segment, and this is where we highlight a lot of our local businesses and companies, different places here in Cullman. And the Cullman Golf Course is open 7 days a week. They have Senior Golf Day every Thursday. Play for just $23, a $7 savings.
Papa Murphy's Pizza, take and bake pizza. Try their new barbecue pizzas. They've also got chicken, pork, sausage, steak. You bake it at $4.25, and that's just love in a pizza at $4.25. Leave it there for about 12 minutes. And they even also sell cookies too.
And Bojangles, they serve biscuits and breakfast all day. Check them out. Their store hours are every day, 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And Dairy Queen Game Day Platter, or a great for the family, $27, $33. Happy hours from 3 to 5. All drinks are half off. You can get it at the Northwest or the Southwest Cullman. I mean, come on now. You got North and South. You got your Confederate and you got your Yankees. You just pick which one you go to.
And Grand Point Pharmacy Coffee and Gifts. For a limited time, get a $5 rebate with purchase of case knife in stock. And like we mentioned yesterday, those are wonderful gifts. Maybe if you're already thinking about Valentine's Day, you might want to pick one up. And that's our Discover Cullman segment.
I don't know if a case knife would be a good idea for Valentine's Day, because if somebody gets their heart broke, that's a knife.
Why would you? Well, you wouldn't give someone whose heart you're going to break a knife, right?
Well, you never know what's going to happen. You never know. You never know. I've got several stories.
You're
but
paranoid.
I'm not paranoid.
You are too.
All right, now I want to give you the time to remind y'all to call in and win these great prizes today. We have a 6-pack for the Wellness Aquatic Center and the Chick-fil-A Choose Your Meal. So if you can tell us who our wonderful sponsor today is, you can give us a call at the station at 256-734-7399. Please, we'd love to hear from you again. That number again is 256-734-7399. Please give us a call, win these great, wonderful prizes, because I'm sure if you don't win them, somebody else will, and they'll love them to death. All right, now we're going to get to everybody's favorite part of the day is the weather. So let's make that switch to Mitch and get those new 2016 Chevrolets, which everybody really needs. All right, we're looking at the forecast right now, and it looks pretty doggone clear to me. I mean, you can see the ocean down there.
Definitely dry.
Definitely dry. You can see the ocean down there. You can see Georgia. You can see South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida with no precipitation whatsoever. Today's high is going to be 46 with 0% precipitation. Tonight it's going to be 20% precipitation with a low of 27. Tomorrow's high is going to be 49. You might as well say 50 with a 10% chance of rain. And we're going to have a look at our 7-day forecast right after this. Up here we go. And Thursday, we have no rain. Friday, we've got 50% chance of rain with a high of 59. Saturday, 80% chance of rain with a high of 57. Sunday, 0% chance of rain with a high of 41. And Monday is going to be 41. But the low is going to be 29. That's going to be Friday night, so burn.
Yeah, wow. I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Oh, no, it was like last night. I got down to 28, and I was like, you know what? Where was this during December?
Well, we went from a very warm and wet Christmas to a frigid, cold January that's actually pretty dry lately. So
it came very fast.
It did. The transition was very quick. Well,
oh, yes. All right. Well, right after this, guys, we'll be back with Community Billboard, so stay tuned.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Accident, storm. They all happen in Cullman County, and for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with companies like Auto Owners, State Auto, and Southern Guarantee. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Nelda. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
By home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Moody. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements. Hear it.
And we are back with our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi. The annual Empty Bowls of Cullman County will be February 15th at First Methodist Church. You can experience an evening of Southern gospel music and delicious chili and help fill the empty shelves of the Community Food Bank, which is Cullman Caring for Kids. Dinner includes chili served in a keepsake pottery bowl made by local potters.
Red Door Coat Project. The Red Door Coat Art Cafe Warm Coats for Neighbors project is to collect donations for new or like-new coats. All sizes from toddlers to adults are needed. Please drop them off at the Red Door Art Cafe at 324 Avenue Southeast.
And Brent Oliver hosts The Gun Show, Gun and Knife Show. That's going to be January 9th and 10th at the Cullman Civic Center. For more information, visit vpigunshows.com.
And you can contact us on web at mycolemantv.com, email at mycolemantv@gmail.com, at phone at 256-734-7399. Like us on Facebook at My Coleman Television. Please leave your responses. And we
are sponsored by Pepsi. And wishing you a happy birthday today, Sheila Woods, on this cold Tuesday. And our weekly winner, don't forget, we'll do that drawing on Friday. That person will receive a free ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. And same thing goes for our anniversaries. Make sure you send them to us. Our winner will receive a free $15 gift certificate from the Candle Garden, and that drawing too will be happening on Friday.
And our sponsor of the day is the Wellness Aquatic Center.
All right, guys. Well, as you can see, we've got quite a Tuesday ahead of us. It's not a Monday, so I don't think we'll need as much coffee. I don't know if you're like Dakota, though. It seems like you might need some coffee today.
Coffee's an everyday thing. You just don't understand.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining in today, and we will see you first thing in the morning. And again, I'm Natalie Bonner.
And I'm Dakota Bailey.
We hope you have a great Tuesday.